Ever since Meghan and Prince Harry decided to step away from royal duties in 2020, the royal family and British media have called Meghan everything from difficult to a bully, with all these accusations designed to undermine her character and reputation. However, in their desperation to tarnish her image, they have inadvertently revealed more than they intended. A recent example is a Daily Beast article titled "Former Employees of Demon Boss Meghan Markle Recall Psycho Moments," which, while meant to paint Meghan in a negative light, ends up exposing the exaggeration and bias that have driven these claims all along. One of the sources in the article, who was supposedly a former courtier of Meghan, reveals that Meghan's bad moments were amplified, distorted, and blown out of proportion. The source further admitted, "There have been plenty of difficult royals over the years," citing notorious examples like Princess Margaret, who used people's hands as ashtrays, and Prince Andrew, whose treatment of staff was unbelievable. Yet Meghan is repeatedly singled out as the ultimate villain. In this video, we will explore how this persistent smear campaign against Meghan, despite her current and former staff at Archewell defending her as caring and mindful, is rooted in a deeper institutional and media strategy to punish Prince Harry for standing up against the royal establishment. Duchess Meghan is human, and like anyone else, she has had difficult moments, especially during her tenure as a working royal, where she underwent moments of extreme pressure and mental distress. The relentless scrutiny she faced as a member of the royal family, combined with the isolation and lack of support, pushed her to a breaking point. Meghan has openly discussed her mental health struggles, even admitting that she felt suicidal at times during her tenure as a working royal. Despite this, the media and royal family continue to use her lowest moments against her. The fact that one of Meghan's former courtiers in the Daily Beast article acknowledged her mental health struggles and gave her the benefit of the doubt is telling. It shows that even those who may have witnessed Meghan at her most vulnerable are willing to recognize the extreme pressures she was under. This stands in stark contrast to the persistent narrative that Meghan is a tyrannical and demanding boss. Instead, it paints a picture of a woman who, like many people, had moments of difficulty, but whose actions have been distorted to fit a particular agenda. The source also clarified that Meghan's bad moments were blown out of proportion, further highlighting the disingenuous nature of the accusations against her. The fact that these moments are continually used to portray Meghan as a bully speaks to the larger, more insidious campaign to discredit her. The media and the royal institution have exaggerated her faults, refusing to afford her the grace that they have extended to other, more problematic members of the royal family. The former courtier's admission that other royals have behaved far worse than Meghan but are treated with leniency is a glaring example of the double standard Meghan faces. Princess Margaret, for instance, was known for her eccentric and often rude behavior. The source mentioned how she would have people hold out their hands to use as ashtrays, a behavior that is now written off as part of her hilarious eccentricity. Similarly, Prince Andrew's treatment of staff was far worse than anything Meghan has been accused of. Yet the media and the royal family have not subjected him to the same relentless criticism. Why, then, is Meghan treated so differently? Why is she the villain when others have committed far more egregious acts? The answer lies in the royal family's desperation to control its image and preserve its power. Meghan's treatment is not about her actions. It's about the threat she represents. By leaving the royal family and speaking openly about her experiences, Meghan, alongside Prince Harry, challenged the very foundation of the institution. The monarchy relies heavily on image and tradition to maintain its relevance and authority. When Meghan and Harry chose to break away and tell their own story, it was perceived as an unforgivable act of rebellion. This brings us to Prince William's role in the smear campaign. According to the Daily Beast article, the person who initially complained about Meghan's behaviour was Jason Nauf, who served as Meghan's press secretary but worked closely with Prince William. This detail suggests that the accusations of bullying may not have been as organic as they seem. Instead, they are part of a larger strategy orchestrated by William and his camp to punish Harry and Meghan for their decision to leave the royal fold. As one commentator aptly put it, in an institution where image is everything, Harry's rebellion cannot be forgiven. His decision to walk away, to tell his own story, to express his humanity, threatens the very foundation of the royal illusion. So what do? They strike his weakest point, his love for his wife. They've realised Harry is unshakable, so they've turned their guns on Meghan, hoping venom spewed her way will eventually silence him. It's a cowardly and disgusting tactic. This statement encapsulates the core issue. Meghan is being used as a pawn in a larger battle to punish Prince Harry for daring to leave the royal family and speak out against its practices. The royal family, with the help of the British media, has targeted Meghan because they know that attacking her is the most effective way to hurt Harry. This tactic is not only cowardly, but also deeply damaging. The timing of these attacks is also worth noting. As Prince Harry continues to make strides in his humanitarian work, such as his powerful speech in New York about the dangers of social media, the British media is ramping up its efforts to smear Meghan. It's as if they are trying to undermine Harry's success by attacking the person he cares about most. But rather than achieving their goal, these smear campaigns are backfiring. More and more people are beginning to see through the thinly veiled attempts to discredit Meghan, and the support for her and Harry continues to grow. Despite the royal family and the British media's efforts to paint Meghan as a difficult boss and a bully, those who have worked closely with her have come to her defence. Her current and former staff at Archewell, the non-profit organisation she founded with Prince Harry, have described her as mindful, caring, and compassionate. Harry's loyalty to Meghan has also remained unwavering. In a royal institution where image is everything, Harry's decision to prioritise his family's well-being over the demands of the monarchy is nothing short of revolutionary. His public defence of Meghan, from their interview with Oprah to his recent speeches, shows a man who is not afraid to stand up for what he believes in, even if it means going against the royal establishment. As Harry continues to thrive, particularly in the wake of a successful week in New York, where he delivered an emotional and impactful speech at the Clinton Global Initiative, it is clear that the royal family's efforts to silence him have failed. Harry's speech on the dangers of social media and its impact on children was met with a standing ovation, highlighting the respect and admiration he commands outside the confines of the royal family. The royal family and the British media's ongoing smear campaign against Meghan is a desperate attempt to punish Prince Harry for daring to leave the institution and speak his truth. In their efforts to tarnish Meghan's reputation, they have inadvertently revealed the truth. Meghan's so-called bad moments were amplified and distorted, while far worse behaviour from other royals has been excused or ignored. Meghan's humanity, her mental health struggles, and her genuine leadership have been overlooked in favour of a narrative that serves the royal family's interests. However, the tide is turning. As more people see through the smear campaigns, Meghan's legacy as a mindful, caring leader grows stronger. Despite the royal family's efforts to undermine her, Meghan continues to use her platform to create positive change, and her impact will long outlast the baseless accusations made against her.